Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today. Something serious is happening behind your back right now, and he needs you to know before it's too late. You've been feeling watched lately, sensing that conversations stop when you enter a room. Those feelings of being slowly pushed aside weren't your imagination. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael is watching over you at this very moment. He has detected a real plot against you that's been developing without your knowledge. Those blue flashes of light you've noticed? The sudden protective thoughts that come from nowhere? The uneasy feeling when certain people smile at you? These are all signs from Archangel Michael trying to warn you. People you interact with regularly are meeting behind closed doors, planning to remove you from something important in your life. This divine message reaches you today because the timing is critical. Archangel Michael's energy of truth and protection surrounds you as you receive this warning. His sword of light stands ready to defend you from this conspiracy. The fact that you found this message right now is no accident. You were divinely guided here because what's about to be revealed cannot wait another day. Archangel Michael has revealed something shocking that you need to understand immediately. Certain people in your life have been coordinating together to push you out. This isn't a small misunderstanding or simple conflict. It's a planned effort that's been building for weeks, possibly months. These individuals appear friendly and supportive when they see you face to face. They smile, make small talk, and act like everything is normal. But Archangel Michael sees what happens when you're not around. Behind closed doors, they are holding meetings about you, discussing strategies to remove you from your position, your family situation, your community role, or your rightful place. They've been carefully planting small seeds of doubt about you in the minds of decision makers and influential people. Tiny comments here and there, twisted versions of things you've said, exaggerated stories about minor mistakes. They appear concerned about you to others, but their real motivation is jealousy. They envy what you have, the respect you've earned, the relationships you've built, or the gifts you possess. What makes this especially dangerous is that their plan has reached a critical phase. They're preparing for a final move that could cause serious damage to your life and reputation. Archangel Michael is intervening right now because once their plan fully executes, the damage will be much harder to undo. The divine realm cannot stand by while good people are destroyed by those with dark intentions. Now you need to understand the specific signs that prove this conspiracy is real. Think back over recent weeks and months. Have you noticed people treating you differently? They seem cooler, more distant, less interested in your opinions. Conversations that used to flow naturally now feel strained and awkward. You've probably been excluded from certain meetings, gatherings, or group messages. When you ask about them, people make vague excuses or change the subject quickly. Information is being kept from you that everyone else seems to know about. You walk into a room and sense that people were just talking about you because the energy shifts instantly. Your ideas at work or in your community are suddenly being dismissed when they used to be valued. Someone else gets credit for suggestions that sound suspiciously like yours. You notice whispered conversations between certain people who glance your way, then quickly look away when you notice them. Key decision makers who used to be available and friendly are now suddenly too busy to meet with you or return your calls. People who used to support you publicly are now staying silent or neutral when discussions involve you. Small incidents keep happening that make you look bad, incompetent, or difficult. These seem like accidents, but they follow a pattern. Minor mistakes that would normally be overlooked are being documented and discussed. Even your pets or young children might react differently around certain people, sensing the negative energy they carry. Problems conveniently appear right when you're about to achieve something important, blocking your progress at the last moment. Your intuition has been screaming warnings, but your logical mind keeps dismissing these feelings as paranoia. You've had dreams of being chased, trapped, or excluded from groups. Physical symptoms appear around certain people: unexplained anxiety, disrupted sleep, or sudden fatigue that lifts when they leave. These aren't coincidences. Archangel Michael is showing you the patterns so you can finally see the truth. Archangel Michael wants you to understand exactly how they're executing this plan to remove you. Their primary strategy is gradual isolation. They're not attacking you directly or obviously because that would make them look bad. Instead, they're slowly cutting you off from your support network. They have quiet conversations with people who used to be your allies, planting careful doubts about your judgment, your stability, or your motives. They use your own words against you by taking things out of context. Something you said casually becomes twisted into evidence of a problem. They create situations designed to make you react emotionally, then point to your natural human response as proof that you're unstable or difficult to work with. Meanwhile, they're positioning someone else as the better alternative to you, someone who coincidentally agrees with their agenda. They've built a false narrative about you through repeated small stories. One person hears a concern, then another hears something similar, and soon multiple people believe there's a pattern of problems with you. The concerned friend approach is their most effective tool. They pretend to worry about you when talking to others, which makes them seem caring while damaging your reputation. They're carefully gathering supposed evidence of your inadequacy, building a case they can present when the time is right. They've been forming alliances with decision makers, ensuring the people who will make final judgments about you have heard their version of events. Their timeline is building momentum toward a specific confrontation, intervention, or decision point. They're using your own strengths against you. If you're naturally kind and trusting, they call it weakness and naivety. If you're confident and speak your mind, they label it arrogance and difficulty. Their method has been effective so far because they've caught you off guard and their approach seems reasonable to outsiders who don't see the full picture. Archangel Michael is offering his powerful spiritual protection to stop this conspiracy before it succeeds. The divine realm has already determined that their plan will ultimately fail, but you must actively participate in your own protection. Begin each morning with this specific prayer: Archangel Michael, I call upon your divine protection against all conspiracies and false accusations. Surround me with your blue light of truth. Let decision makers see clearly through any deception. Cut away all negative influences with your sword of light. Thank you for revealing truth and protecting my position, my reputation, and my peace. Create a strong protective shield through visualization. Close your eyes and imagine Archangel Michael's bright blue light forming a powerful shield around your entire body and energy field. This divine protection allows truth and positive energy to flow while blocking all manipulation and lies. Before any important meeting or interaction with these people, strengthen this shield and visualize Archangel Michael standing invisibly beside you. Use the mirror technique that Archangel Michael has taught many protected souls. Imagine a spiritual mirror between you and those conspiring against you. This mirror reflects their negative intentions back to their source while preventing their energy from affecting you. When they try to manipulate situations or people against you, their efforts bounce back and reveal their true nature to others instead. Practice the documentation protection spell each morning. Hold your hands over your heart and say, Archangel Michael, let all records and communications about me reflect only truth. Protect all documentation from manipulation. Let my actions speak louder than false words. This spiritual practice ensures that truth prevails in any official records or communications about you. Carry a small blue crystal or stone in your pocket, or wear something blue. Touch it before crucial interactions as a physical reminder of Archangel Michael's presence. Before important meetings, clap your hands 3 times and mentally state, "Archangel Michael, clear this space and reveal truth." This sound clearing breaks up negative energy that may have been planted in advance. The Michael Witness technique is especially powerful. During any interaction where you might be undermined, mentally invite Archangel Michael to observe everything. Visualize him standing as a witness with his sword drawn, ensuring truth and justice prevail. This creates a spiritual record of what really happens, protecting you from false versions of events. Each morning, place a glass of water in sunlight and say, "Archangel Michael, charge this water with clarity and truth-speaking ability." Drink it before facing any challenging interactions. At night, practice cord cutting by visualizing Archangel Michael's sword severing any negative energy connections between you and the conspirators. Watch these cords dissolve completely, preventing their thoughts and plans from affecting you while you sleep. You'll know these protections are working when their plans start backfiring unexpectedly, when truth suddenly comes to light in surprising ways, when decision makers start questioning the narrative they've been fed, and when you feel increasingly calm and clear-headed despite their efforts. Alongside spiritual protection, Archangel Michael guides you to take practical strategic actions. Start documenting everything relevant: dates, conversations, who was present, what was said. Keep these records private and secure. This isn't about being paranoid but about having facts if you need them later. Stay professional and kind in all interactions, especially with the conspirators. Don't give them the emotional reaction they are hoping for and expecting. Your calm, consistent professionalism will contrast sharply with any dramatic claims they make about you. Focus energy on strengthening relationships with neutral parties who haven't been influenced yet. These people can see the situation more clearly and may become important witnesses to truth. Be strategic about who you trust with sensitive information right now. Not everyone needs to know everything you're thinking or planning. When appropriate, address concerns directly but without seeming defensive. State facts calmly and let your consistent actions demonstrate your character and competence. Remember that your actual work and contributions speak louder than their words. Continue performing well and let results demonstrate your value. Identify who the real decision makers are versus who the conspirators are. Sometimes these are different groups, and understanding this distinction helps you know where to focus your energy. Timing matters in how you respond. Acting too early can make you look paranoid before others see the pattern. Acting too late means damage is already done. Trust Archangel Michael's guidance on timing. Stay visible and engaged rather than withdrawing, which is what they want. If direct confrontation comes, face it calmly with facts rather than emotions. Keep copies of important communications, achievements, and positive feedback. Continue maintaining your integrity even when they abandon theirs, because your consistent character will ultimately prove itself. Now Archangel Michael reveals what will happen to those conspiring against you. A powerful spiritual law is already activating, the law of divine return. Everything they are trying to do to you will ultimately happen to them instead. This isn't about revenge or wishing harm on others. It's simply how spiritual justice works in the universe. Those who plot against protected souls trigger their own downfall. Truth has a natural way of revealing itself at exactly the right moment. Their coordination and planning will eventually create contradictions in their story that observant people will notice. Someone within their group will develop a guilty conscience and reveal what's really happening, or they'll make a mistake that exposes their coordination. Decision makers are rarely as fooled as conspirators think. Many leaders recognize manipulation tactics and are quietly observing the situation more carefully than anyone realizes. Your consistent character over time carries more weight than their recent campaign of whispers. While they've been spending energy on plotting and manipulation, you've been focused on actual productive work and authentic relationships. The universe protects those with pure intentions and honest hearts. History shows that conspiracies like this eventually fall apart under their own weight. Divine timing means their plan will collapse right before what they thought would be their moment of success. When truth emerges, the damage to their own reputations will be severe because their deception will be exposed. People don't easily forgive coordinated dishonesty. Most importantly, their attempt to remove you will actually elevate you to something better. Doors they tried to close will lead you to doors they never knew existed, doors that lead to your true purpose and greater success. Archangel Michael wants you to understand how this difficult experience is actually strengthening you for a greater purpose. This conspiracy is revealing exactly who truly supports you and who doesn't. This clarity, though painful, is a valuable gift that protects your future. You're developing powerful spiritual discernment and protection skills that will serve you throughout your entire life. You're learning to trust your intuition over social pressure and appearances. This is a crucial ability for anyone called to leadership or important work. Your resilience and spiritual strength are being built like muscles through resistance. Understanding human nature, manipulation tactics, and the psychology of envy prepares you for higher levels of responsibility and influence. This challenge had to come before your next level of elevation. You needed these skills and this strength for what's ahead. The wisdom gained through this betrayal cannot be learned any other way. You now recognize warning signs earlier and protect yourself more effectively. This experience is refining your character like gold purified through fire, burning away anything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. What seemed designed to destroy you is actually preparing you for unprecedented success and influence. You're becoming someone who cannot be easily shaken, manipulated, or deterred from your path. This makes you truly unstoppable for whatever challenges and opportunities await in your future. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now as you receive this urgent warning. His sword of truth is already drawn to defend you, and his shield of protection surrounds you at this very moment. The timing of this message is critical because their plan is already in motion. You must begin implementing these protection practices today, not tomorrow or next week. Truth will prevail, but you must actively strengthen your spiritual defenses and take strategic action. This divine warning came to you at exactly the moment you needed it most. Your position, your relationships, and your reputation are all protected by the highest spiritual forces in existence. Show your appreciation for this divine intervention and strengthen the protective energy around you by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange helps maintain the channel of protection and guidance between you and the angelic realm. Trust that you're being guided perfectly through this challenge. Archangel Michael's protection is with you now and always.